Oh my God, this is so good. This is Yellowstone represented in 5 ounces of glorious, beautiful silver. Topography of Yellowstone represented as if you're flying above it in one of those helicopter tours or even an aeroplane looking down at the beauty and majesty that is one of the world's most famous national parks. And this coin is stunning, doing it all the justice that you would expect for such an incredible landmark. So today we're going to have a good close look at this and find out what this Yellowstone topography coin is all about. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to this week's In Focus Friday, where we are going to look at something very cool made of silver, sent to me courtesy of CIT, part of their topography series. This is Yellowstone National Park in incredible high relief with colour, beautiful silver. It is incredible. And a huge thank you to CIT for their ongoing sponsorship of our channel and sending me these wonderful things. In openness and transparency, I do get to keep this and some other amazing things, which if you want to have a sneak peek at and a vote on what we look at next time, then stick around to the end of the video. But a huge thank you to them. Now, they are predominantly a wholesaler. There are links in the description box below to CIT's website where you can find out more information about this and all of their other releases. But unless you're in one of a few very specific countries in the European Union, you won't be able to get them directly from CIT. So you'll have to go and find this from one of the very many numismatic specialists that deal in these types of coins. It's a stunning piece, it really is. And I'm very much looking forward to cracking it out of the capsule and showcasing it in all of its glory. So a huge thank you to CIT. As I said, I do get to keep this coin, which is very generous, but as with all reviews, I'm just here to present it. And if you like it, then you can go and make your own purchase decision. So it is a stunner and it's very well presented. What I love about CIT is that everything is uniform. You wouldn't know which coin is which unless you took the sleeve off here, but it's great because you know you're getting a really high quality CIT product. Fantastic. As with all of the products that we've seen from them recently, they've got this little nice circular COA that comes in. They have somewhat, I don't know if they have changed the text. It's still a bit difficult to read, but this one, maybe my eyes are a bit better in the light today. I can read that text just a little bit better. But there is all the specifications. We've got Yellowstone, Cook Islands, $25, 2025. It's a 5 ounce silver piece and it's got 777 as a mintage. I think it's focusing on the coin in the background. There we go. We've got it all in focus now. It is In Focus Friday after all. And yeah, so there's the COA. That's everything you need. I like the presentation of it. I think that's pretty cool. It looks very at home in that little display holder. Inside the box itself, I'll tell you what, let's move these out of the way so that we can have full reign on the table. So this is coming out there. So this one came out a lot easier than the Machu Picchu coin. Perhaps it was just a bit of bad luck, but that ribbon, it is struggling to get 5 ounces out there, but it's very, very nicely housed in the foam insert here, so really good. And I do like this display frame. I think it's a great way to display your product. So well done to CIT for all of that presentation. Now we move on to the coin itself, housed in a really nice capsule, heavy duty, big old chunky coin this. So it's a really nice weight, of course, 5 ounces to work with. Love the little patterns we've got here, the high relief, almost Ordnance Survey style patterns on the back here. That looks fantastic, so really good to see. But of course, all the action is here. It's very well protected in there. Now, I am going to open the capsule. What the best advice to do, because these are often almost sort of vacuum sealed, they're almost pressure sealed almost when you put these in tight. So best advice is to get a nice sharp knife and just try and get into that gap just so that you can hear it squeaking away, so you can get that air seal broken. And once the air seal is sort of broken, it comes off a little bit easier. What I would say as well, this is not a criticism of CIT or the capsule makers in any way, but once you have taken a capsule off like this, it is a little bit more difficult to get it back on quite as tight and snug. So do bear that in mind if you want to admire your beautiful coins outside of the plastic. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Then just be warned. Be forewarned is forearmed on the old capsules not being as perfect once you open them. And obviously do it very carefully. Right, okay, I've got my gloves, so we're going to have a good close look at this completely out of the capsule because it is well worth it. One of the best looking coins I've seen. And it's like the Machu Picchu coin that we featured a month ago from CIT. It's like that high relief nature, that topography element of it as well. But this sort of goes to a next level because the Machu Picchu was, of course, just off the Machu Picchu. Yellowstone here is represented in a really quite huge kind of topographical, of course, this being a topography series, in a really sort of topographical way with the map there, almost where you can see all the features on the land on the background there, and then the 3D nature of the actual coin itself with the canyons. Absolutely incredible. Right, let's get close and have a good close look, as that's what we do best here on In Focus Friday. Wow, that's so good. Now, Yellowstone is not somewhere that I am overtly familiar with, but it is one of the most famous national parks in the world. Incredible sceneries, incredible vistas, and this coin, I think, is doing it some exceptional justice. It looks like you're flying over this in an aeroplane, looking down and seeing that beautiful blue lake against that sulfurous yellow background. That is super cool. And it's so high relief. I don't know quite how to do this. There we go. That's a good angle to see. I don't know how to do this as much justice as possible because everything looks good on camera, but this looks even better with the naked eye. I just don't know if it's going to come across quite how good this is on camera, with the high relief nature of it, the intricate levels of detail. I want to get even closer and see how close we can get before the camera just doesn't want to focus on this, because it is so good. I think that's about as close as we're going to get, but look at that. See all the little details of the map telling you what each little plateau is. Oh my goodness, absolutely stunning. I love that you can get almost like the different light playing in the shadows of it based on the different angles that you hold it. Wow, that is so good. Now, I've seen some of their other products. When I was at the Berlin Money Fair last year and I was walking past their booth and I saw some of their topographical coins, they just set my heart on fire. They had, I think it was a kilo version of one of their topography coins, and I just was like, wow, that is like, I mean, the minting technology that goes into something like this is not to be underestimated. The innovation to have a product look this good is stunning. I do like that they've got some of the design coming out here on the King Charles side. One thing that a lot of people, you know, myself included, would like to see on these types of premium products when you have such a focus on a particular theme is the theme on both sides of the coin. You're paying for the whole coin. You might as well use the entire canvas of the coin to get your artwork across. So that's really cool to see. I'll tell you what would have made it even better, but of course then even more premium potentially, is having a little bit of color on that side as well to really emphasize those topographical lines. But do you know what? I'm not going to hold that against CIT for this, because it's just too good. It's too good to moan about, quite frankly. Solid 10 out of 10 for me on this coin. It's the one on the entire range that I was given access to that I was most looking forward to showcasing here on the channel. And the batch of 3 that I've got here, now we'll have a sneak peek at the other 2 in a minute. Just like, there's even a little tiny island in the middle of the lake. I didn't see that before. It's so well detailed. Anyway, what was I saying? Of all the 3 that just came in, this was the one I had to do first. I really did, because I've been looking forward to it for weeks. In fact, I first saw it months ago and I've been looking forward to it since then. So massive congratulations to CIT on the success of this product. I think it is stunning. I think it looks incredible. I think it's a contender for Coin of the Year, most certainly. Although having said that, there are other coins out there from CIT which would certainly be in that contendership for Coins of the Year. So I don't know whether it would ever win Coin of the Year, because the sphere of influence in that market is just so competitive right now. But it's up there. It really is. Just look at the patterns over here. Oh, I could look at that for ages. Big fan of maps, big fan of topography, and that is stunning. So amazing. Right, now we said big fan of maps. We have got a couple of other things just to give you a quick sneak peek at. And as we are on In Focus Friday, and we're going to hark back to our humble origins on this, which was all the way nearly 9 years, in fact over 9 years ago now, where I just started having random things that I bought and showcasing them. We're going to do a vote. So if you're in the Cool Kids Club, then you need to vote for what you want to see next week. We have here this beautiful high relief steampunk themed aviation coin, absolutely incredible. Or if, like me, you're a little bit of a map aficionado, map lover, we have here this beautiful high relief map of Italy. And this is a stunner. You thought the details on this one, and this is like a different type of coin, but the details on this were good. The details on here are next level. So those are your two choices, cool kids. You can either look at the Italian peninsula in high relief beauty, or you can have a look at the steampunk gold gilded aviation coin. Put your vote down in the comments section. Wow. Stunning. Let CIT know your feedback on these coins as well. They love to read the community's reactions to these. They think that it's really important to engage with the community, and that's wonderful to be a vehicle and vessel and voice for them on that, sharing these products. I think they are brilliant. I think the CIT are a fantastic organisation to work with. They certainly have been from my perspective, and I'm very much looking forward to bringing you, hopefully, more of their products in due course, because they really are very, very good at what they do. So let me know your thoughts on the coin, the design, everything you want to say down in the comment section. Put your vote in for Italian Peninsula or Aviation Steampunk, and we'll see you on next week's video. Thank you all for watching. As always, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.